Aaron Judge up to the plate. He has, as they like to say, runner on the go. Picks it for a strike. And a big milestone there, singing his 500th career stolen base. That puts him into pretty elite company. Yeah, no surprise given his speed and smarts on the base paths. You also include his ability to stay healthy. And like you said, only a few.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Game one of the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab, Yusei Kikuchi.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the...
Ground ball to short, miss on the throw to first. And the Astros playing the game on here in Maryland.
Here's another look at the numbers in the shutout victory. It takes a team effort to produce a shutout. And sometimes you just got to take a gap. 8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton, our entire crew, I'm John Schaub saying so long.
Actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and our starting pitcher here today, Hunter Brown.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's hit to keep it
Right side, and this should do it. Throw to first. And the Astros get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once the series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Schaub. Talk to you soon.
I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any draw.
Out to short. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS.
Solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
Fans our final line score tonight. First one to Victoria.
My life has been with
This place is red. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's game one of the American League Championship Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. Singleton, I'm John Shelton. Singing This Should Be Fun.
Well,
You can feel the energy in the park. These two teams have fought so much adversity to get here. When you get here, you forget about individual statistics and you play for the team. The team is able to do that. They see themselves go to another level. And I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight. First pitch coming out, you're ready when you're ready.
All right, just about
set to go. And talk about Houston this one. Brennan Moore.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on one or two pitches, depending on how things are going and how things are working. If he can control four or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. Behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
no trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Here's the second baseman, Jeremy Pena. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here.
1 ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And the Astros walk it off in 14.
Season, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you've got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Dripping kisses full of love for you. My life has been waiting for your love. My arms have been waiting for your love to arrive. My heart has been.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Jesse Winker, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch, not close. And this is inside. And that's in for a strike.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Winker is set down. So they're down to their final out. Jackson Holliday will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fastball right back to the mound. Reverse ball game. And the Astros get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
12-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
There's nothing I can say. All I really know. Nothing I can do. All I really know. It feels right. It feels right.
Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Baseball fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And boom, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
On the ground. Altuve slings to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Orioles down to their final out. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Elliot Ramos. And a foul ball. Two-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Yeah. And that'll do it.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3 games to none. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes, but hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Josh Hader.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. The punch out there, and one out now. Digging in, Jordan Westburg. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. The pitch. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Astros leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Up the middle, Pena. Now the throw to first on the run. Now only 1 out remaining. Corey Lee, the next to hit for the Orioles. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
1 strike away, and it's celebration time. They are champions of the American League.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can't wait to get it started.
For my partner, Chris Singleton, and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
our final line score tonight. For the Orioles, 1 run.
Yeah, I'm getting mail from jail, telling me to kill it. When they get out, I bring them around some. Should know be how I kick it. American Ninja, major motion picture, flipping my remote. Same way I do them, but she already know before she touch my Chevy dough. Real, let me make it as clear as my windows. No square shall enter in the circle of windows.
Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Houston Astros. Shabby alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
Petty is just one strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. We'll keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
And a 7-1 finish in this one for Chris Singleton. Baseball from the Lone Star State. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Houston Astros. My partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So they're down to their final out. Now, Matt Mervis. And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
They're down to their final strike.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The Cubs down to their final strike. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
One final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
For a couple of strikes. All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. And there's one down.
Such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Swanson in the box again, takes a strike. Comes up empty.
0-2.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Right-hander kick steals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Bellinger in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Astros up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And it's still a 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Soroka back to work. Fly ball to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now Correa up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Base is empty, one away, late here in game 4. This one in the air. Paredes settles under this one. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
That one ripped, but foul. On the ground to short. To first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 7th, and half up to hit. Brian Abreu on a pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Fall off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ball one there.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Down, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the Cubs are down in order. They're down 3-2. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Michael Grove.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Payne, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Bellinger makes the grab. One away. Now it's going to be Alex Bregman. Now fly ball to right center. Bellinger makes the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's some real power at the plate. Yordan Alvarez. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it
gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The 1-0. Line drive. And there's one away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard, you understand the situation, you want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Nervous. Up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And fouled off. Next offering upstairs. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center field on his way over. Drops into the glove. Out number 2. Now it's Alexander Canario. Headed towards the corner. Tucker on the move. makes the play, and it's out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Barlow. Well, one-run game. Patrick Gonzalez getting ready to hit, and a pitch. And a swing and a miss there. Barlow, in his 9th season, he features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And here it comes. That's down and in. A slider missed. Here's a high chopper. Whips it to first on the run. Throw, save. And that was close.
It's a good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
Checks over to first. Back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared. Got the
runner goes again. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
That's out to center field. Bellinger in and to his right. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
These players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
On the ground. Corner. And Tucker is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Last chance for the
second base.
so they bring on the veteran Josh Hader.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a pitch. Base hit, left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So he gets on base, an elimination game 1 at a time, right?
All of a sudden, the pressure moves to the other team. They came into this one feeling pretty good, but now that he's on, changes things a little bit.
Swanson in the box now, takes strike 1.
Okay, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
With the tying run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And Swanson is set down. And there's 1 down. 1 down. There comes Cody Bellinger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And a foul ball left side. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
In the air, right field. That'll drop in. Plays it on a hop. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hader is just 1 strike away. And that's it. They are World Series champions.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shelby. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Vanguard final line score tonight. First was the victorious.